Hello.
Welcome to the show. What is this? Is this the X-Fan Show mid-afternoon edition or evening edition? I don't even know anymore. We don't broadcast much anymore.
It's after dinner is where we at.
Is that what it is? It's the after dinner special. Welcome to the show. I am one of your hosts, Spurge. Right over there is the partner, my partner in crime all the time, the OGs of spring football, wearing his Texas Longhorn jersey.
A-Train Arlington Lane, baby.
You do realize you're from St. Louis, right, bro?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. Just checking. This is the make or break week 1 of the UFL, A-Train.
Yes.
And you can find us on Roku, Fire Stick, on our app, and you can find us on all our social media pages at Fuel Sports. All that good stuff. Subscribe, like, right there. And FuelSportsNetwork.com. Go over there. More new stuff is coming. You know, got to give a shout out. Arlington, before we go any further, I got to give a shout out to our media and marketing guy, Michael Lathrop. Man, bro, I am sorry for putting you through hell. Thank you for all the hard work that you do for this network. You are really, screw me in Arlington, you are truly the backbone of this network, bro. You are truly the backbone of this network. So thank you for all your work. Arlington left me because Arlington always likes to do that. No, idiot, it is not week 10. It's week 1. The most 3 important weeks, Arlington. Oh, why did you do? Oh, there you are. The most 3 important weeks of the UFL. Because this is make or break for the UFL, Arlington.
Yes, I understand, folks. I'll help the viewers at home. Yes, it is the week 10 regular season finale. Yes, but this is also week 1 of make or break for the UFL. Yes, I'm actually agreeing with this goon. I'm actually agreeing with him. It is make or break season for the UFL. He was like, well, why do you say that? Because here we go. These next 2 weeks, the same matchup happens. The same exact matchup, no matter where they play.
No, bro. For the next, oh yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad.
At least the next 2 weeks.
The next 2 weeks.
You're going to get the same matchup.
Yes.
And both of those games are on Saturday.
Yes. Well, we know one for sure. We know one for sure will be in Birmingham. Right?
Actually, we kind of don't know.
No, it don't matter. Birmingham's already clinched home field advantage.
Did they beat Michigan both times?
It doesn't matter. They have a better conference record than Michigan.
Is that what's going to be? Is that what we're
so
going
no matter what, the game will be in Birmingham according to the UFL website. Okay.
Okay. So
now
that's that.
Now the late game against the Brahmas and the Battlehawks.
Pause. Time out.
Okay.
If Michigan beats Birmingham, they'll tie on the conference mark. You do realize
but
that,
then
right?
they'll go to the tiebreaker for points.
And then they'll start going by points. And at this point,
Birmingham wins.
Birmingham would win it. Mm-hmm. So that means Michigan would have to score like 50, 60 points and then keep Birmingham from scoring 18.
Something like that. Yeah, just kind of like
weird.
You know, yeah, and then plus, yeah, like Ed said, there was a prior Ford Field had a prior commitment and they can't host it. So regardless, it's in Birmingham.
It's going to be in Birmingham regardless, no matter what.
Regardless, it would just be who plays in the home or what? Who really gets?
Probably because they didn't expect the Michigan Panthers to get there anyway.
Well, probably is what
Probably
it
wink,
was.
wink.
Right, wink, wink. But now the late game, week 10, which is week 1 of make or break for the UFL, the Battlehawks versus for the Brahmas. Ooh.
So this game here is
Ooh.
St. Louis wins. They get the home game because they'll have the better conference record on the
Correct.
tiebreaker being at 7-3. Brahmas
Correct.
win. They get the home game outright. There's no tiebreakers needed. Nothing.
Correct.
Because they'll have a better record at 8-2. I
Correct.
said, now, folks, do not get mad at me because I know we have a lot of Battlehawks fans that watch this show. I'm going to sit here and tell you right now, before we even get to the end, that the Brahmas should beat the Battlehawks in week 10.
I just pooed in my mouth because I just burped. Arlington, I have to agree with you because Arlington, who said it? What guy said Manny Wilkins sucks? What guy said it? Who has two thumbs? This guy right here.
It
This
doesn't
guy
even
right
matter.
here.
It doesn't even matter about that. Listen,
if Manny Wilkins isn't playing if Manny Wilkins is playing in this game, right? Say his name. Say his name, A-Train.
for what?
Say his name.
Wayne, why do I have to say your name?
Listen, if Manny Wilkins plays this game, the Battlehawks lose. The Battlehawks lose. That's all there is to it.
It would be better. Listen to me before y'all decide to just jump on my throat and his throat. It would be better for the Brahmas to go ahead and win this game because guess where they're playing? They're playing in San Antonio, where the Battlehawks are 2-0 in San Antonio. And they seem to love to play when their back's against the wall.
Yes, they do.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
some reason, Bruce Gankowski and Coach Anthony Beck love to run slants. They love to run them when their back's against the wall, but when their back ain't against the wall, let's just run right up the middle and not get anything.
Let's just do whatever. We got
right.
The,
let's
we got
just
the
do
power
whatever. And plus, Arlington, we've looked at the injury report. Guess whose name's on there? To limit it to almost not participating at all. Mr. Number 10, A.J. McCarron. Yeah. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but if AJ ain't in this game, we got some major problems.
I don't think he should play this game.
Now, look, Mike, I definitely... Arlington, let's actually talk about this because I wanted to talk about this.
We were going to get to the toilet bowl. We're going to get to the toilet bowl.
Do it now. Let's just get it out of the way.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Because this is very interesting how this is going to work. And I have a video, Arlington. So hold on. Get to it. But keep going, Arlington, on what you were going to say. And then yes, right. We'll get through 3 interceptions in 1 quarter. Terrible.
In the worst quarter of all, the fourth quarter, which is not the quarter you're supposed to throw them in. But the same thing matters here for the Battlehawks' sake. Not playing AJ McCarron is actually an okay thing.
Yes.
You will be fine because you're going to be in the playoffs regardless. You're already getting the playoffs. You already have the matchup. All you have to do now is to just let another week go by. I get it. If you want to win at home, okay, cool, do that. But if you don't, you know how to play with your backs against the wall. They've been doing it. They've been doing it for a while since they've been in spring football. So there's nothing wrong with that. And then you're going into somebody's house and you're going in to beat them. Granted, the Brahmas could be on a high, which is understandable. But in playoff games, Wade Phillips is 0-1.
Correct.
He needed even, and guess what? He's 0-1 in his home arena.
Right now, this is courtesy of the UFL, and Moose Johnson came out and
you got the video?
I do have the video.
Okay.
So let me get back here. So, and here we go, Arlington. Let's listen to what he has to say.
In the same position we were in year one in Legacy USFL. So here we go into the final week of the regular season, and we've got another 1-8 matchup. This time it is the Houston Roughnecks versus the Memphis Showboats. So just like we did back in year one of Legacy USFL, we're not going to give you the first pick of the draft. You're going to have to earn the first pick of the draft. So on Sunday, in the final game of the regular season in year one of the UFL, in this battle is for not only the number one overall pick, but you'll also have that first pick in every round of the draft. So make sure you tune in Sunday night. This is going to be merit-based. We're not giving anything away in the UFL. You got to earn it.
Now, Arlington, that is something like what the NFL did. And now, mind you, Arlington.
What the NFL ever do that?
No, I'm saying giving the first pick to the worst team in the league.
But see, people would just...
That's true. But Arlington, here's the biggest thing that we've missed. That is the first time a UFL official has come out and said anything about the 2025 season.
He's the only one that can say
that's what I'm saying. The first and only.
He said it beforehand. He said it beforehand. Yes, that's true.
You're right.
He said it before with the video, the aforementioned video that you just saw. He said it when Memphis was having their hardships when it came to attendance, and the thing that came out of his mouth was saying next season. That's what he went
Correct.
by. And so with that means they're already looking at the future, that there's going to be another season of the UFL, and that what they want to do now here is to have a team to earn the right to get the number one pick. So that means they will compete for it, and then getting the first pick in each draft round. I think that's terrific.
Well, and see,
I don't think that's a problem, because he says, also. He said,
go on, because I like the last part of his comment.
Also, because it's the last game of the season, it's a prime time game to go along with it, and so usually during that block is what the what's that, Simpsons, Family Guy, all that. They now have devoted that to just football, and they want to see if they can get a bigger audience, because it's also a summer thing too. So because of that, they want to see how they can maximize it, despite the fact that both teams are the worst teams in the league so far. So they're trying to maximize it as a biggest audience as they can do it. And the best way to do it, it was the way that Daryl Johnston stated it, because they wanted to be a competitive game and just didn't want to be because if that's the case, both teams could have been like, we're not going to really do anything because we're all trying to fight for the number one pick. But now you have something to fight for.
Now you have, and like Mike says right here, that it actually shows that they're wanting to invest more in the UFL draft than they have in past years by doing that. The question is, Arlington, we've seen writings on the wall and all that. Listen, guys, look, let's just play a little story time with Spurge, right? You see the writing on the wall with the UFL, okay? You've seen it with the XFL. You saw it with the USFL. Regardless of what anybody wants to say, that the butts in the seat is what's made this league make one league last, ratings is what made one league last, whatever. I mean, listen, your average attendance, again, let's take St. Louis completely out of the picture, because St. Louis is an anomaly. You're on averaging what, Arlington? I think it's like 11,000 attendance, right? Now, if you look at the ratings numbers, you got some saying that the ratings are up 30%, but what week are you using? Are you using the XFL schedule, or are you using the UFL schedule, or are you averaging them both out as a whole? Regardless of the point, the ratings have been roughly hanging around the 800,000 to 850,000 mark.
Right. And granted that there have been a few games that were 250,000. And then there was, I think the highest game so far was 1.2 million.
It peaked out at 1.2. And there's one thing that we've learned, Arlington, since this merger that we've had, that is old news. your CPMs are a very important thing in a business model.
Very
the one
much
thing
so.
that we have learned, that is a very so where are they actually making their money? They're probably making their money more on the TV revenue ads than they are with merchandise, people in the seats. Yes, that is all factored in. Okay, so I could care less about the attendance. I could care less about who's not showing up to games and all that BS like we all want to sit here and complain about. Because I can tell you this in St. Louis, and you get anybody in St. Louis, Battlehawk fan, you guys can say what you want. If we had an NFL team, we would not be putting in 30,000 at the Dome. We wouldn't be
Even if
averaging
the
30,
game was 11 o'clock
right,
in the morning,
exactly.
you wouldn't even care.
Doing that if we had an NFL team. You
wouldn't
guys
care.
know it. I know it. So get over your high horse. We're never going to get an NFL team. If you want an NFL team, start putting 60,000 people in that dome. That's the only way we're ever going to get an NFL team. Consistently, 60,000 in that dome. But if we don't do that, it ain't going to happen. Now, this is why we say this is make or break for this league. Right here, these 3 games. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Arlington, these 2
You mean these 3 weeks? These 3 weeks you're saying,
these
right?
3 weeks are make or break for this league. You need these 2 games to be very good games. And St. Louis, you want to show out? Here's your chance. Because I can tell you, I've been to San Antonio. Arlington's been to a San Antonio Brahmas home game. Arlington, don't lie. What stadium's louder? That 10 to 15,000 at the Alamo Dome, or that 30 to 40,000 at the Battle Dome?
The Battle Dome, and the reason why I say
you're
that
an
is
idiot. You're an idiot. You know
okay,
it. You're
listen,
an idiot and you're a liar
I-
and you know it.
wait,
You're an
no,
idiot
no,
and you're a liar
no,
and you know it.
no. After what they were able to do to Memphis in that game,
don't care.
See, that's your problem. That's your problem.
Arlington,
you don't care.
Stop
That's
it.
your problem. No, but you
Arlington.
said it. You sat there and you said it. You don't care. So you're letting your bias come out right now.
No.
Yes, you are. You
No,
sit
Arlington.
here right now and
I've
sat
been
here
here.
and said on this show that St. Louis did not matter. And so look.
No, that's not what I said.
Come on,
I
man.
said, what
Said-
stadium is louder?
St. Louis.
No, the Alamo Dome is louder.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
I've been there for
You got
3
no
games.
sense. What you
And-
talking about?
And you weren't. Trust me, they're louder. And I'll tell you this:
Right.
Seattle,
Give
when
me a
I went
break.
to the Sea Dragons game, that was louder than the Battle Dome.
No, you
Yes.
said now you're lying to yourself.
No, I'm
Dude,
not.
You are not a
No, I'm
fan
not.
of the St. Louis fan base. Let's just be real now. Oh, we don't care. We at the end of the season now. Oh, I don't give a crap. I don't care.
That's
Right. You hit the traffic as
Just
well,
saying.
Wayne. You
louder.
don't care. And that's what that
Louder.
is, dude.
It's louder.
You are absolutely losing it, dude.
I was smoking cigarettes earlier before we started this show.
You know what?
This is the X Fan Show. We're already past break time. We're gonna get
Well,
in
we're gonna
trouble
take
by
it though. We're gonna
by our
definitely
program
take it.
director and our program director and our chief content officer. So we'll be right back right after this.
If you aren't perfect, if you've ever struggled, if you've ever failed, if you want to get better, be better, and make our world better, this is the perfect brand for you. True Victory. Founded by U.S. military veterans, True Victory is a sportswear and streetwear brand dedicated to building everyday champions on and off the field. We're a cause. Our purpose is to transform lives and elevate humanity through the power and unity of sports, positive stories, and serving others. We're dedicated to the game, the grind, and the globe. But most importantly, we're dedicated to you. That's what it means to be. Always true.
And welcome back.
Welcome back to the X Fan Show. The A Train Arlington Lane. That gentleman to my left is the guy that needs a hearing aid, according to our fan Wayne. He said you need. Oh, is that what you're doing now? You doing? We need to work on that.
This is the X Fan Show. Arlington, it's funny that we played True Victory. Check these out, baby. Look, I'm wearing a pair of them right here.
Oh my God. Oh, God.
Pair of their shorts. Pretty comfortable.
Well, thank God. Thank
Pretty
God.
comfortable. Look
For a
at
minute, I was gonna be like,
they're loose.
woo!
They're loose. They feel good.
I got nervous for
Well,
a second.
I'm just showing you. I mean, I couldn't take them off during the show.
Thank
so
God. Thank God that you didn't do that.
No,
you know
I figured I'd just stand up and show them. I mean, they're very nice. They're breathable, very flexible in certain areas, like in the thigh area, in the rear area, in the
You're trying to
area.
really
Very flexible.
You're really pushing buttons today, man.
It's really flexible. Oh, look at this. We got somebody joining us.
Special guest jumping in on
We
us.
do. It's the chief content officer here of Fuel Sports Network, the one and only Derek King. Derek, did you see my True Victory shorts? Check them out. Pretty nice, aren't they? Pretty nice. Aren't they?
Something is clearly wrong with him today.
Nice, aren't they, Derek?
Pretty snazzy.
So somebody wants to teach it. No, it was a True Victory.
Shows off the package there.
Yes, they're very breathable around the thighs.
It does accent.
Yes, very breathable. Very breathable. The woman likes them. She says I look very nice in them. She says I look slimming. I would show you the Buddha, but
no thanks.
Well, semi-professional for the unprofessional professional.
Right, exactly. So we're talking make or break for the UFL, Mr. King. We're talking about it that this week, these next 3 weeks are the make and break for this league. You as an investigative reporter. Yeah, I mean, see what she said right here? See?
Ain't nobody care about that comment. A-team is next.
Right there.
She can make comment today on the A-team at
Derek,
7 o'clock.
As an investigative reporter, we're talking about the writing on the wall for this league. Is this league going to come back? Daryl Johnson just announced that whoever wins in the toilet bowl, as Arlington likes to call it, I wish I had a toilet bowl thing, but I don't.
You don't.
You don't have a flush sound.
Right, yeah.
Well, we're in prime time slot, so there's things that I can't say that I would say after hours, but you get the gist.
After 9 o'clock, we can say that stuff.
That's right. You can, but I can't because you see, I'm prime time guy, so I got morning hours and prime. I gotta be, I gotta be on the level. It's all got.
Is that what it is?
Well, it's got to be. I mean, the problem is here's the deal. When you ever do any of these shows and you ever do any content, you want to be somewhat considerate for the audience, and you don't want to be too over the top. Aha! You can't do that kind of stuff because you don't want to give somebody a heart attack. But then this guy up here, this guy right there, we all know Mr. TJ Maxx wannabe. Okay, we all know how he go. We all know.
I have no idea.
Arlington, do you got some kind of a condition? Static finger?
No, I'm pointing because I already know where you're talking about. That's why.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay.
You were talking about.
There you go.
Listen.
I'm just gonna mute him right there. I don't want to listen to that garbage. I don't need to listen to that trash. Little Dirty is gone. We've buried Little Dirty. He is no longer going to be having any format going forward from here on out. Now, good sir, you calm down at this point.
That wasn't me. That was Little Dirty. You guys made Little Dirty mad.
Have you put Little Dirty back into the closet?
I did. Right. Yeah. Right. See right here. See? The Spurge is the GOAT. I am the GOAT.
Well, and
of
see,
spring football.
here's the problem.
What's up, Sandy?
And this
You
is what
couldn't even understand
drives.
half the stuff that Denzel just said.
What do you mean? What do you
You
mean?
couldn't even understand what Denzel
He
just
said,
said in
he
that.
said
in
South
that
is
sentence.
always right. Spurred. He just misspelt my name. Spurge
What
the
the
goat.
hell does that even mean?
Well,
Means
the T's
I'm
right over
always
the
right.
G. The T's right over the G. That's all it is.
That's right. I'm always
Oh.
right.
No,
South
no.
is all
Okay,
right.
I got to stop the roll right here. Okay, this is the problem when you get us three together. The level of stupid that is just kind of generating around here, specifically between me and him.
Yes,
we
there
can't
we go.
keep a thought together to save our lives. This is
That-
why
that guy.
we have this man up here,
Oh, that's the reason why.
the beautiful one,
Oh,
the gorgeous one, the man of the hour, the man with the power, too sweet to be sour. He's the woman's pet and the men's regret. And what you see is what you get, and what you don't see is even better yet. Oh, yeah, that's right.
thank you. We just got off the rails for just a little bit, but
We
Let's
did.
get back to the UFL, okay? Come on, let's get back on task.
All right, let's get back on track. This is what our phone calls are like. This is why we never get anything accomplished, and this is why certain people get mad at us. But we decided and we fix it all in 15 minutes. So it's all good.
look,
It's all
you got
said
Amanda
good.
all rise. You got to rise out of Amanda after that. Oh, okay. All right.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Derek,
that's
as
right.
an investigative journalist that you are, you've done some digging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is why we've said this is make or break for the UFL week 1, these next 3 weeks. Up till this point, Derek, what was the writing that you saw on the wall for the UFL?
Well, I looked at certain games. And the certain games I looked at, specifically going back to last week, we saw Manny Wilkins have a coming out party a couple of weeks back. He had a great game. They won, in St. Louis against, I believe it was the Defenders in that game, had a decent game. It was really good. This last game, they really fell on their face. And it showed that either there wasn't a drive there or a desire there to actually win, because they had already won and gotten in at that point. But there's other factors at play. And I understand, hey, we're getting into playoffs. We don't want to get hurt. I think that's a lot of what we're seeing right now as these players take a step back a little bit. They're not going 100% anymore. And the reason that they're not going 100%, they don't want the knee injury. They don't want the hip injury. That's right. You heard it here first. You don't want that stuff going into the playoffs. This is your time to shine. This is your ability to showcase your talents on the biggest stage that you've been on up to this point. This is what is going to be your CV. This is going to be your resume into the future with potential NFL teams, other potential possibilities, maybe in the CFL. And that's if there's another year to this UFL thing. That's the biggest question that it comes around to. If we're, again, there's things we hear, there's things that we see, there's observations that we make. Anytime that you see these videos, you see a disclaimer that comes up, right? We report on the news. We have opinions. And that gives us the ability to report on these things and give our opinions.
So
my
now,
personal opinion is that I think we're probably seeing the last year of the UFL.
right, okay. So that's why we said that's why me and Arlington named it make or break for the UFL week 1. So in these next 3 weeks, what is it that they need to do to have the success to carry this on? We see the TV ratings are there. We've seen it with Fox and the USFL. All they cared about was TV ratings. No matter what, the TV ratings are there because some of the lower rated games still have no fans in the stands, but yet it's still drawing 800,000 plus in the TV ratings.
And
so
I would
what is
also
it that
like
they
to
got to
add,
do in the next 3 weeks?
Well, I would also like to add to your data points. Does that also, this is a question to you, Jason, does that also add in streaming numbers too as well? Or is that just the Nielsen TV ratings?
That's him. You got to ask him. That's more him over there. than
Yeah,
me. Yeah,
you.
unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself.
That's him over there. He's more into that.
That's on
me-
you.
So you asking me with the rating
Streaming.
situation?
Yeah, streaming are those numbers accounted into the Nielsen or whatever TV ratings that they're
Later,
using?
much later, unfortunately,
See,
because
that's a sticking point. Because
that's
I
what
watch it
happened.
streaming.
That's what happened in the XFL. That when you had ESPN Plus, they added that later, and it became something over 1 million when you add both of those together. So if anything close to that number, like if you added the linear and the streaming, it got to over 1 million or close to 1 million for most of those games. And so basically when it comes to the linear ratings, anything between 500 to 800,000 is considered good. Even the one that they had 250,000 in was still a competitive game. It's just that nobody really wanted to watch it. But again, all of these games have been, for the most part, competitive. I think the worst game we didn't have was Arlington's first win over Memphis, and that was a 3-score game. At 47-23, they had the most points, and then they had probably the biggest win at 24. So you haven't had a lot of big blowouts, right? You haven't had a lot of the games have been really one score within 9 points. So that's what they're looking at right now. And considering that you have so many other options to watch on television, whether it's basketball, hockey, baseball, soccer, because that's been big. Of course, women's basketball is high. Having a spring football to reach at least in a 6-figure number is still very well. And not a lot of people were expecting that.
Yeah, so I mean, let's look at it like this. I mean, again, we've said it. What is it that they're using Matrix on? We've said it, Arlington, like you just said, the games that have the least amount of people in the attendance are the games that are drawing the most viewership. I mean, prime example, what was the first game last week, which was who played game 1 on Saturday? Was that Birmingham and the Brahmas? Was that it?
Yeah.
Or
No,
huh?
it was Defenders. I thought it was Defenders in St. Louis.
Was it? All I know is that one game had over 1 million viewers.
It was because of the Brahmas beating.
One?
It was the Brahmas beating the Stallions, because we were trying to figure out if somebody was going to actually knock off the Stallions, and it was great. And then they held them under 10 points. That was the other big thing.
Right, and let's look at it.
Birmingham don't do that.
If you go back and look at the overall ratings, what team has had the number 1 ratings? The Brahmas. All year.
Number 1. Yeah, number 1 TV ratings. And you know who else has been close? DC's been pretty close too.
Right, but their attendance isn't there, but yet we all want to complain about the attendance, but forget about the TV ratings. It's always been this UFL, USFL, XFL. Which team is better? Too. Yeah, okay, right now we know the XFL is up 9-7, regardless, right? But if you go by TV ratings, who has the best TV ratings?
XFL does. XFL
the USFL is having the best TV ratings. Now, if you go by attendance, the XFL is having the better attendance ratings. Here's the problem. We have let we have let the ownership divide us into USFL and XFL.
But see, that's the problem. That's not supposed to be a problem. It's all supposed to be about rivalries.
But
right?
It's united
But that's
football.
The point of competition. There is a rivalry. When you're in the Big Ten, Ohio State and Michigan are part of the same conference, but they are also rivals. So that's what I'm saying with you. You're sitting here saying it's supposed to be united. So is the Big Ten. And guess what they're doing? They don't give a damn. When they get together, it's all about a clash. They don't care. So that's what I'm trying to get you, man.
Right, but I get it. I just say you should have taken away the two conferences, had it USFL conference.
Absolutely
conference.
not.
If you wanted it as united.
That's what makes that great.
What does this
because
stand for right there? What does that stand for right here?
What you mean?
Oh, I can't have the logo right here. What's that little logo stand for right
You
there?
talking about Zoa?
What's the acronym for that little logo or the network
Oh,
name?
you talking about Fan United Experience Legion? You talking about that?
There you
Oh, you talking
go.
about that? But
There
no,
you
but
go.
that's how we. But see, people get crazy as fans. Go
He's
ahead, Derek.
raising his
Let me
hand.
stop.
Go ahead.
Let me stop. I'm gonna stop. 'Cause I go on all day.
I'm just all I could say is that you guys are saying almost the same thing,
Oh, here he goes. We're muting
just
him.
from different
We're muting him. We're not listening to that nonsense.
How? What is
What?
he saying? What is he
I
saying
don't know.
wrong?
All right, fine. We'll unmute him. Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Listen, I'm the only voice of reason here. All right. So basically, what this has turned into now is this is a marriage counseling session between you two, because we all know that you guys are truly married. We do know this for a fact. Okay, that you guys are the odd couple. You guys are Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon. You are the grumpy old men. And then I am going to be your exalted.
Good. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Hey,
Jesus is here.
it's Wednesday night after this show. We have the A team with Amanda, Amber, and RC. Then we have Girl Chat Sports right here on Fuel. So we'll be right back with the X-Fan Show. Welcome back. We got to figure out who's going to run commercials, Arlington. We never do.
Yeah, because you always like to do it, so I put my hands up.
No, hey, listen, I'm going to give a shout out to a show on the network here, The Bottom Line. He was actually moving to Thursdays at 8:00. They are actually getting a 2-hour time slot from 8 to 10. The Bottom Line with Daddy
How the hell
Ed.
does that even happen?
Listen, when we get numbers like they are, then maybe we'll get a 2-hour time slot. But until then, they're beating us. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, they're pulling down the big numbers. That's true.
That's true. But you can tune into them tomorrow from 8 to 10 with Daddy Ed and Easy E, where they break down NFL, UFL, college football, all of that good stuff. Now, where were we? I don't even remember.
We were discussing about rivals.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut to the quick right away. You guys are the odd couple, and I constantly have to put fires out with you two all the time as a marriage counselor, because y'all two are fighting like you've been married for 40 years and just going at it, and you're going around all the time, and I got to run in here with a fire hose and I got to put out the fire all the time. So I'm just saying, y'all just need to split the lovers' quarrel, and we just need to get down to business. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Arlington, here's what everybody doesn't know. Should we give them a little bit of a secret, Arlington?
Yes,
No.
absolutely. You
Should we
should.
give them a little bit?
No. What's the
There might be some special X-Fan shows.
This is all about transparency. Inquiring minds want to know. They need to know. The fans who love you, who have endeared to you, need to know the truth. What is the truth?
There might be some special X-Fan shows coming up soon, right, Arlington? Never know, right? You never know with us.
You're right.
We run the network, so we just kind of do what we want, right?
I feel like this is a Brady Bunch episode.
I'm seeing where you're going with this.
I don't know either. All right, let's
I'm
get.
seeing where you're going with this.
Let's get to it.
Courtship. Oh boy, listen. some people already feel like that's what we are at this point anyway. So I've
been
dealt with this goon for 6 years.
6 long years.
And he
So
he let me know
It's
about it
been
too.
long.
Every
All
single
right,
time.
so let's get to it. So let's go. We go past this. This week is a very, very big week. We already know that regardless, the championship game for the USFL will be played in Birmingham.
Yes.
But now we get to that Battlehawks and Brahmas game. Whew. Winner takes all, right? Winner takes all. We do
Yeah.
have a great bromance. I will say that. We do have a great bromance. There ain't much I wouldn't do for that guy sitting over there next to me.
Same here, man.
No, there ain't a lot I wouldn't do for the man.
Same here.
I would do anything for love.
And good. And we're going to go back to the topic at
Yeah,
hand.
and
as we
we're
said
not
that we
going
were
to
gonna
do that.
Right, I'm
Exactly.
not going to do that, whatever
Thank you.
that is.
But as he was saying, though, that we do have these 2 games coming up. Of course, we got the USFLs pretty much where we know where that's going to be. But we really do not know what's going to translate with this XFL Conference Championship.
Correct.
Because it could go either way. And I said that the Brahmas should go ahead and beat the Battlehawks this week.
I agree.
And the Battlehawks like to play with their backs to the wall. There it
Mhm.
is. That's see, and it says versus. It doesn't say where. It just say there's the matchup.
Right.
So that's what you see there. So
Uh-huh.
that means no matter what.
Don't you
You don't-
find it funny though? I want to point something out with the XFL Championship game, location TBA. Don't you find that funny?
Exactly.
For the championship game?
Yeah, for the XFL
They
Conference.
don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Nobody
yeah, yeah. I
knows.
thought you were like, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. I was.
Nobody
Yeah, right.
knows.
They don't
Does-
know where it's going to be.
Because this last game hinges on that. This last series of games.
Right.
And
But
I think
okay,
that's
so
the
here.
big thing, though.
So I have the question. What is more important? Who's getting the championship or who's getting that first pick? To
I
you
think we want to
guys.
see who's champion.
To you,
I mean,
okay,
based off of what we've seen at this point,
Mhm.
it's literally any given Sunday. I mean, what
Correct.
did we just see with Michigan and Birmingham?
Yeah.
What did we just see?
Mhm.
What did we just see with the last Battlehawks game? What did we just witness? We witnessed these teams lose to teams that they shouldn't have lost to,
Correct.
but yet they did.
They did.
Even though with St. Louis, that is a very important point to where the championship game is going to be played. You don't think that the UFL ain't sitting there going, oh God, we want this in St. Louis so bad. They do. They want it in
Look,
St.
they're
Louis.
sitting there
They
like
want-
this.
Oh man, they
They're
want it.
sitting there like this going,
They can't scratch.
no, here's what they're doing. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, sorry.
Sweet baby Jesus in your golden fleece diaper.
Golden
Please.
fleece diaper.
Please, sweet baby Jesus, in your sweet golden fleece diaper. Please.
Please, baby Jesus, all I ask is that the Battlehawks win this Sunday, so we can possibly put in 40,000 plus people in the Battle Dome against the Brahmas in the
I'm telling you.
championship game. Baby Jesus laying there in your manger with your sweet,
I
woven
cannot
brown
withdraw.
hair. We beg of you.
No,
We just beg of you, baby Jesus,
no.
in your beautiful, beautiful, glowing rays of powerness. Please give us this. We need it. Because if we don't have it, the Battlehawks in the championship game, none of the St. Louis people will show up. Oh, God, sweet.
And that's that.
Pray to you.
Okay, shut up now, dude. Listen, I know they're banking on St. Louis a lot, but here's the thing, man.
What's up, Wyatt?
St. Louis like to play with their backs to the wall, though.
They do. They do.
They like to
For
do
whatever reason.
They like
It's
to-
like the cardiac
that.
car.
What's the reason?
But here's the
Come on,
problem,
man.
though. Let's really look at this. The Battlehawks don't play very well at home. They don't play very well at home. They don't. DC showed everybody what it takes to beat the Battlehawks in the dome. Use silent counts against them. It doesn't matter. Wade Phillips. This is where I think Wade Phillips is an experience as a head coach, and I think what AJ Smith, and as much as I hate to say it, St. Louis. I've looked at Ticketmaster. We're barely at like 30,000 in attendance. We need to have that dome packed at 55. We need to treat God bless America. Arlington, we need to treat this game like it is the Los Angeles Wildcats. That's how we need to treat this game. We need to put 55,000 in the dome this Saturday so we can watch the Brahmas get their you-know-what's neutered right off of them, just like the Brahma Bull. The Rock is a pansy and hasn't come to St. Louis. And Rock, if you come to St. Louis, I'm telling you now, you come to St. Louis, I'm booing you. I am going to boo you, boo you, boo you if you smell what the Spurge is cooking.
And that's that.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, I'm looking right at you, Spurge. Yeah.
No, listen, we need to get as many people in that dome as possible on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. And one thing I got to add to that.
I'm detecting the unmistakable scent of. I'm detecting the unmistakable scent of. I'm detecting the unmistakable scent of.
And I think you know where the rest of that goes. If you smell
Oh
what
my goodness.
the big
Y'all.
D is cooking.
Oh my God.
You got Big D energy?
I got Big D energy all day long, man.
Said where are the $10 tickets like every other city does?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not this
Playoffs?
week?
Don't talk about
There you go.
playoffs?
I've
You
been
kidding
waiting on
me?
that.
Playoffs?
Why
Hey.
not? Why not have $10 tickets this week?
Hey,
Tell
listen.
that bitch out. Can we say that?
Yeah, it's fine. It's-
Well, you can let one or two slip.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we're getting a letter by the FCC now.
Oh yeah. Well, just put up the Fair Use Act.
We just did. We put it at the beginning of the
We
show.
did.
so
At the
we're
beginning of the
We got to
show.
put it up. You got to put it up 2 or 3 times, brother.
good. You talking about like something like this?
Yeah, like that right there.
You
Do
gotta
we need
put
to
up
read it?
about a
I
half
can't
a
read
dozen
that fast.
times. Oh, speaking of which, there's something that we do need to discuss. Something very, very important. We got quite a few people here that's watching the show on all
We
the different
do?
platforms.
Huh.
We do have a giveaway that we need
Oh,
to do
slow your roll. Slow your roll.
coming up. We do.
You're right. We do. I'll talk to you about that.
So I just want to remind everybody we do have that coming up.
We do. Why
Oh,
do you say like that, Arlington? Why do you say-
No. Coming up at the top of the hour, we have the 18 with RC and with their special guest at
That's right.
Elisha is her name. Yeah.
She sung the national anthem somewhere. I don't remember where.
She did it at the Dome for week 4. So
Is that what it was?
And she did very well.
Yeah,
I was there.
fantastic.
She did.
Oh,
I
very
was
hey,
there too.
I have to say this. I know that I give a lot of trouble to the Battlehawks upper management here in St. Louis, but I have to give a shout out to Brandon Williams and Brian Stahl for the work that they helped with Amanda in doing the Autism Speaks event last week there against DC. It was a very fun thing that they did. They allowed these kids with autism to get onto the field to see the players and stuff like that. Von Hutchins came over, greeted the players, greeted everybody. And, they gave an entire section to these kids. They had about, 20, 30 kids there for this Autism Speaks event. And so big shout out to Brian and Brandon Williams and the Battlehawks for putting that on. And a big shout out because Arlington, we haven't broadcast it since then. But Daddy Ed and with us on the B-Hawk Live and the book drive to all the fans, we donated over 500 books to Aspire Academy there here in St. Louis. So thank you to all the fans who helped us do that. We're still collecting books. You got to remember, this is the last week that we're collecting books, so still bring the books. They still need in stuff. Me and Arlington were there. You saw the pictures that we posted. Those shelves are very, 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 very bare. So, we'll put some more stuff up, information that you can get a hold of the library and stuff like that, where you can donate books to Aspire Academy. So there you go. Yeah, right there. There it is right there. So, and you can get the tickets. You have $5. Oh, go buy tickets for this Saturday. Scan that QR code because $5 will be donated directly to that school to help them go buy books. So let's fill that dome up. Let's fill it up this Saturday.
There you go.
Against the Brahmas.
There we go. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we want to get that out the way.
Plugs.
What's going on, Rob? Good having you on. Yeah,
Rob, are you going to be in town this weekend?
Yeah, where my Brahmas fans at? Who coming in from
Brahmas fans? I'm going to tell you now. Listen, if you guys come to the game,
thank you.
Come find us
Thank you for saying that.
at the Grace Baptist Church parking lot. Don't go walking around the tailgate by yourselves without us. Yes, DP, horns forward. Don't go walking around the tailgate by yourselves. Come find us over at the Grace Baptist Church parking lot. That's where we'll be. And then we'll take you guys around to let you see everybody and all that stuff. But please don't go walking around the tailgate by yourself. All I'm saying.
Because people are going to want to mess with you and poke with you and all that kind of good stuff. And
yeah.
And then next thing you know, you wind up missing. And that's something we don't want to do.
Whoa. Does that happen here in St. Louis?
I said you might. I didn't say you will. You might wind up missing.
And Derek, it sounds like Arlington's promising violence against people. Jesus.
I didn't say anything. And you might wind up missing. I didn't say nothing about no violence. I'm not a violent person here. Don't put that on me. Anywho, that's your doing. See, you just got, see, I hate when you do stuff like that because you got to be involved with it. When you don't get your way, you got to feel special all the time. Yep, and you butthurt because I'm putting it out there. That's right.
Here we go. All right.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'm going to start. This is going to get ugly real quick. This is going to get ugly.
Let's do the picks. Let's do the picks. Let's do the picks of the games, and we're going to get out of here, okay?
Oh, yeah. Where did this hour go?
It went. Hour? Exactly. It went.
Okay, let's get these picks on. Let's go. Here. Well, you are. We all know that.
Michigan. So you know the conference championship is all Saturday, okay? So
that is true. Arlington, by the way, before we go any further.
Oh, God, here we go.
You do know who is winning between me and you.
I don't care. I don't care anymore, man.
Arlington, I need you to say. Arlington, all I need you to say is you need to turn to me and you should say, Spurge is the man of the god of spring football.
Bullshit art test.
That's all you need to say. Because you do realize
come to spring football. There you go.
You do realize I am 20-4.
You ain't even do the last couple of weeks, so shut up.
Don't matter. It didn't matter. I took off a couple of weeks so you could catch up, and you still ain't got caught up to me. I'm still beating you.
Okay, first game is Michigan versus Birmingham. Is Michigan going to beat Birmingham this week?
No, I think they're all going to play their backups. I think they're just playing their backups because this game doesn't matter. I think they're going to rest all their starters, and I'm going Birmingham.
Still, okay.
Still going to go. No, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to be fair.
No. You put your nickel down, okay? You can't go and change it now.
Fine, Birmingham.
I'm choosing. What did I choose this week? Birmingham. I chose Birmingham.
Okay.
I'm going with the Panthers.
All right, there you go.
Okay, Brahmas and Battlehawks.
Oh God.
I chose Brahmas.
Ugh.
This is going to be a close game. I'm going with the Battlehawks.
Ugh.
You said the Battlehawks, correct?
Who's the quarterback?
Garbers is going to be the quarterback for Brahmas.
For
we don't know yet with the Battlehawks.
For the Battlehawks.
Don't know yet.
I would say I would put my money on Manny Wilkins
Yeah,
being,
I think
being
Wilkins is
starting.
gonna
Oh
be the
God, if
quarterback.
it's Manny Wilkins, it's going to be the Brahmas.
No, that's not true because you got to look at the Brahmas defense and how
It
they're
doesn't
stacked.
matter if it's going to be if it's Manny Wilkins
And
is in, it's going to be the Brahmas. They have
Manny
the
has
second best
a
run
win at home.
defense. Yeah, they
Manny
have the
has a win
second
at
best
home,
run
so-
defense in the league.
Manny's got legs.
But they have the second best run defense in the league. They completely shut down Adrian Martinez, the best mobile quarterback in the UFL. If Manny Wilkins is in this game as our quarterback, they will lose.
You know
If
what?
it's
Dang it, I
AJ
should've picked
McCarron, they
Michigan.
will win.
I should have picked Michigan because of Bryce Perkins. Dang it. I
See,
chose
too bad.
Stallions.
Uh,
But I
so
think
can I
my
do it
Brahmas
that
pick-
way? Can I do it that way?
No, because that means you can still win no matter what. No, the hell no. So
Uh,
pick, dude. Let's go. We got 2 minutes before the girls come on.
Fine, I'll go with the Battlehawks.
Thank you. Renegades versus Defenders.
I could care less.
I'm going Renegades.
Yeah, one more time, Renegades, baby.
I'm going Renegades.
I'll go Renegades.
I'm shocked because you a Tehamu fan and you.
No,
went
you know what?
against
No,
them.
I'm
Nope,
not going to
you
bet
said
against my man.
Renegades.
I'm bet.
You said Renegades. That's all there is to it. Last one,
Jordan.
Houston Roughnecks versus Memphis.
The toilet bowl.
Memphis stinks.
Memphis
stinks.
Worse than one of my bowel movements. So I'm going with CJ Johnson and Mark Thompson.
I don't think there's any argument here. Roughnecks all the way across.
All right, that'll do it. Dang, it got quicker than I expected.
Hey, guess what? Now you got yourself a couple-minute lead out. You're good to go.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned in to this edition of the X-Fan Show. We good with that. Thank you, Derek. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for coming in and having some fun with us as always.
That's right. And
It's
remember,
always
tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, the Bottom Line moves to Thursday, 2-hour show where they break down UFL, NFL, college football, all of that good stuff. Right after this is possibly the two best shows on our network that just blows everybody out of the water. The A-Team with Amanda,
RC.
Amber, and RC, and Girl Chat Sports. All
We're an
tonight.
hour later. They're at 10.
They're an hour
Central.
later tonight.
10 o'clock tonight.
So tune back in 3 minutes. What did Chuck Willery always say? We'll be back in 2 and they'll be back in 2 and 2. Whoop whoop. This is the X-Fan Show. I am the villain, the one, the only, the Pat McAfee, the Stu Gods of Spring Football Spurt. Sitting right there's my partner in crime for the last 6 years. The man that is so beautiful that hell I had to marry him in Vegas. The one and the only.
I will not claim this to A-Train Arlington Lane.
And right below him.
It's the host of the Derek King Show and our chief content officer, the one and only.
Derek King, acknowledge me.
Touchdown, Jesus. All right, y'all. We out of here.
See you next week.
See y'all next time.